Hello guys, True Experts and Sam. Welcome back to another Flight Sim stream, everyone. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Sim. I know it's been a while. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Sorry. But yeah, it's quite late. It's nearly 10:30, so yeah, apologies. But anyway, it's a stream, isn't it? It's some sort of a stream. But yeah, I've come back home. Been to a Chinese tonight. I know, just to kind of celebrate my my doodah, which I'll be talking about later on. It's nothing bad. Well, if it's celebrating a doodah, it must be pretty good. Why am I going to A330? We need A321 Legacy, that's what we need. But yeah, anyway, I've got webcam set up. I've sorted out this. Well, I'll show it in a minute actually. But yeah, I've sorted out the timer. Well, I think I've sorted it. It wasn't really broken. It's just I've implemented it and I didn't like how I'd done it, so I've kind of changed it now. And also, it actually says what it's timing, if that makes sense. So you can actually see what it's calculating in terms of time. So yeah, it's not air time. Sorry, it's not stream time, it's air time. So yeah, sorry, we need A320, not A321. I keep forgetting that we're flying the A320, and I've put it in the title as well. I've just realised it's A320, not A321. Wasn't it? There we go. I've just sorted it. You didn't see anything. You didn't see a thing. Jensen's there as well. Hello. Right. Let me just go to my thingy. Okay. Right. Where's my aircraft? There we go. A320Neo. There we go. And needs to find the A320Neo. What equipment do you use? Oh god, I've forgotten. I've forgotten what equipment I use. So it's mainly Elgato. I'm assuming you're talking about Flight Sim or for recording. It's the Xbox Series X, but for streaming and all that, it's OBS and Elgato. So yeah, right. Where's this Neo? Well, I'm on the Neo, but the KLM. I need the KLM Orange Pride livery, and I can't find it. I did buy it about. When did I bought it about 3 months ago or so. There we go. Here it is. So Orange Pride with the LEAP engines. That's what we want. So I don't know what the difference is. I think the KLM stick is slightly somewhere different if it's the Pratt & Whitney ones. I know it's just stupid on the engines as well. Just the KLM stick is slightly nudged against like 3 pixels extra. I get towards the right if it's the Pratt & Whitney ones. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Right. Okay. Let's get going. You know why it's all blurred out? Yeah, that's the thing with Amsterdam Airport and Flight Sim. It's one of those airports that I don't know, it seems to be a bit weird because it's like missing like texture data for like the airport building. I don't know, like the actual airport, whatever you call it, texture pack for Amsterdam Airport. It's missing and it's just all pink for me. I don't know why, it's really weird. So yeah, you'll see that anyway. So we're flying from Manchester to Amsterdam. We'll go High Altitude Airways. I think that'll do actually. That's pretty good. We'll do a morning flight as well. And I think live weather is on. Is live weather on? No clear skies. Want live weather. There we go. And I think we're all good. That's what we want, isn't it? There we go. That's the one. How do I get the Airbus A321Neo for Microsoft Flight Sim? It's LVFR. You need to get the LVFR stuff. I mean, you don't have to, but I think who else make it? I don't know if PMDG do the A321, but I think probably the only one that's kind of available is, unfortunately, the Latin LVFR, which is all right. It's nothing special, but it does the job. That's the thing. Oops, that's a bit loud, isn't it? Liam's here. Yeah, sorry for the last minute stream. I apologise. But I wanted to do a flight tonight. Oh, and we're in the Eurowings as well. Bloody great. Right, we'll set up the airplane now. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a stream. So the idea now is, I think everyone's heard this, I don't want to do any more gaming streams. Well, apart from Survival Island, once I've done all this stupid series stuff with it out of the way. I only need to do one more module and I'm done. And I can return to my Minecraft Survival Island streams. So I can't wait. But anyway, Sonic and Doom I want to get out of the way with like as soon as possible, but I haven't got any time to complete those games. So I'm either going to have to pull an all-nighter or just, I don't know, do it and sacrifice some work. So I don't know. It's a really difficult one. I mean, I could do it. I could have done it today. Could have done it today if I didn't bloody sleep in. But yeah, I mean, I want to get Doom and Sonic Unleashed out of the way with. I don't want to be playing games like that on my channel anymore. I want to be aviation focused with a bit of Minecraft Survival Island, of course. But you know what I mean? It's one of those where it's like it's Samcam's on now. It's like getting Trump on, isn't it? It's like, oh, here he is, Mr. Dictator. More like Mr. Dickhead. Just a dictator. Jesus. More like Mr. Dick Eater. Okay, that's enough. Okay. See, now it's time to turn the face cam off. Because I've already gone silly. It was only on for about 10 seconds and it's already gone. Because it can't be trusted having it on. Oh, dearie me. Jesus. It's like a shy rabbit, isn't it? Well, far from shy. Anyway, we've got 5 watches. Oops. Right, let's go 27,000 feet. Select that. Fuel, we don't need to look at that, do we? Just get it all ready. And I think we're all good to get going. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I don't have to align the ISR. What have we called? ADARs, whatever you call them. IRSs in the A320Neo. Because there's the A320Neo and the A321. And they're slightly different because... well, I think the LVFR one gets you to switch a few more buttons that you wouldn't normally be clicking in the Asobo one. Because this is like the Asobo default. This is the one they give you at the start of a game as like, oh, you practice with this for a commercial airliner. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, can I be trusted to have face cam on without saying anything silly? I think I see my own face and I think I'm really funny, so then I have to say stupid things. It's sad, really, isn't it? Yeah, CN's here as well. CN? CN? I think it's CN. Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right. He always wants me to go to Dublin as well. He's always querying when I'm next off to Dublin for my adventures. I don't know. I'd love to go back. I would, but I've just spent a shitload of money on stuff. You don't want to know. Spent it on a new field monitor for the airport. I've spent some money on a flag. I've spent over £60, right, on a pin badge. Well, 2 pin badges. So I bought a 7... I'll tell you later. It's ridiculous. In fact, no, if I tell you later, I'll forget to tell you what I was going to tell you later, earlier on, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I bought a 757 pin badge, right? Okay, so I can wear it at school on my lanyard if I want. By the way, I've already consulted them about this and they're totally fine with wearing pin badges and all that. Apparently it's part of characterization of your whatever they call it at school. I can't remember how you're perceived by the students or whatever. They like that sort of thing with little personal touches and stuff like that. But I can wear it at the airport on my lanyard. So I've ordered a 757 pin badge, right? So it's like the old Boeing house tail, right? 757 with red, blue, and blue, right? So those kind of stripes. And I've ordered it, right? $15, and then $15 again for shipping. So that's 30, whatever. Yeah, £30. Oh, sorry, $30. So last night I found another pin badge that looked even better because the previous one I'd ordered for the 757, it was okay, but this one looked better. So guess what? I spent another $30 on another 757 pin badges. So there's 2 757 pin badges, both coming my way. So I'm thinking the original one, I'm not going to say the one I disliked, but the one that's still kind of cool, but not the one I wanted, you know, until I found a better pin badge of it. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So if anyone wants a giveaway of a 757 pin badge, write in now. Just put a 757 whatever in emoji blocks, whatever you call them. You know where you can put a digit in a block for an emoji. Yeah. Right, okay. So we should be pushing back soon. Pushback tugs connected. Ignore what's going on behind us. It's totally irrelevant. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to be entered into a giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway for a very long time, actually. I can't remember when last did a giveaway. Maybe about three years ago or so. they are quite stressful to do, and people end up falling out and stuff like, oh, no, you favour him. So I think that's why I don't do them anymore. But, you know, all for the 757, 100%. So a little pin badge. Oh god, the Eurowings has just given birth to a KLM A321. KLM A320. Ugh. I don't know why they didn't go for the A320. You would have thought it would made sense though. 737 with KLM. What's the best thing to replace that? An A320. But they went for the A321. Like, why? I don't know. You would have thought they would have gone for the A320. I think it's because the 737-800 can, and 900 as well, can hold more passengers. So that's probably why they've gone for the A321, because of the 900, 737-900. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you want to be entered into a 757 pin tail logo of a 757. Blah blah blah. Boeing house colours giveaway. It's only very small, but it's still kind of cool. So if you want that, if you like that sort of stuff, let me know. Right, seatbelt signs on. We'll get the taxiway lights on. We'll get the SAM cams on, isn't it? Right, we'll get the aircraft started up. Stick the brakes on. Starting the engines now. I'll just have these on slow, so I don't know. In fact, that should be okay. In terms of weather. The weather. What? Weather or weather? What could the weather be like today? Oh. Yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know. I'm trying to get the chat rolling. It's like, it's just hit a brick wall after Liam's joined. Nothing against Liam there. Oh yeah, I've got that. I've got so many silly things I can stick on my chat now, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I've improved this, the timer, so it now says air timer. As you can see, air timer. I was hoping for it to be the same colour as the thingy up here, but I just thought it looks a bit overcomplicated. So yeah, it now says air timer, so everyone knows what they're looking at. So that comes on once I'm airborne in the flight sim. So that's a nice little luxury for the or add-on. It's a good idea. I mean, I think the whole arrangement for the flight sim streams is good enough. I was thinking of changing it, but I don't think I need to really. There's no real need to start changing things around. I mean, as soon as I start changing things around, it just becomes more complicated. So that's it. 2026. I just want to do streamline, not all this. Oh, I'm going to do gaming stuff as well, like I've done for the last, 3 years, as well as doing aviation streams. I think all that needs to stop now. It's just doesn't benefit anybody. Right, okay, so got the logo lights on, taxiway lights are on, engines are starting. Get the flaps down, do a quick flight control check. Oh, I can't select it here, can I? So just gotta have a little look. Yeah, how's the stream, guys? How's the audio and visuals? All good? Yeah, I've been for Chinese tonight. Because I had some good news last week. I know, very, very good news. Probably too good news. I know, too good news. Doesn't make any sense, does it, grammatically? Well, it's good news, but it's like, it's one of them where I better not fuck it up. You know what I mean? Because the amount of effort I've put into it and how much time I've committed to it is really not justifiable if I start, going, oh, I'm going to start working on my channel a little bit more this year. Yeah, which I worry about. Because that's what I did with college. I was very committed to college about 2-3 years ago. And then, well, that was different. Because at college, tutors can sometimes leave. And students leave. And then it means they can only run so many courses a week. And that's what happened when I was doing a travel and tourism course about 2-3 years ago. So this is different. This is different. But everyone said to me, God, bloody hell, they've employed you, and you better not start booking it up and start going, oh, I'm going to go to Tenerife this weekend, and I'm going to bugger it all up, and I'm going to go on Wednesday as well, and I'm going to go to Amsterdam on Friday whilst being employed. Yeah, no, everyone's told me I better bloody nip it in the bud with this one, because it's the amount of time I've committed just with volunteering as part of my... Yeah, we're talking about the school here, the school I'm working at the moment. So, yeah, I'm not going to. I mean, the very fact that I'm actually correcting myself and beating myself over the head, if I even consider doing that, shows that I am pretty self-aware. And, you know, well, in order not to, it's not. So yeah, can't do it. Not in a position to. Right, okay, I think we're pretty much ready to get going. Taxi out. Yeah, guys, possibly end of February, possibly, maybe, because I think these badges they're arriving from the US, so Tacoma, and one's arriving from somewhere in Texas. So yeah, so 2 Boeing 757 pin badges. I'm having one personally for myself, but because I've ordered another one as well, because the original one I ordered was good. This is the one I'm going to do for the giveaway. But the second one I ordered last night is a better 757 pin badge. But I want to keep that for myself, you see. So, I mean, both of them are still good. But the one I want to keep for myself is, well, it's more for me. It looks better for me anyway. What are you doing? Anyway, oh, just earned some game award points. Yay. But yeah, I'm going to do a giveaway. Just for one 757 pin badge. So if you would like to be entered into the giveaway, you can start. Let me know now, and I'll write some names down. So just put 757 in emoji blocks. I suppose I should show people what I mean, because it's not really clear, is it? Me saying that. Some older guys out there will be like, "Oh, I don't know what he means." All right, let's get the APU off. That's off. That's off. No messing around tonight, boys. We want to get going. Look at this taxi! Reckless endangerment. Well, I can't go behind the Virgin. It's parked there. It's asking me to go behind the Virgin. It doesn't know because they don't communicate with each other. Add-ons in the game, whatever you call it, ground traffic. They don't know each other. You know what I mean? So it's like Stevie Wonder bumping into Stevie Wonder. He wouldn't go, "Oh, that looks like me. Oh yeah, that looks like me." You know, like Spider-Man, like who's who? What a stupid analysis. Seriously. Yeah, so should Sam get 2024 Flight Sim? Or MSFS 2024? I don't know. The game's nearly 2 years old now, isn't it? If you think about it. And they've just fixed it, apparently. It's better than it's been, let's just say. I've recently done a performance update on it. They don't like to call them bug fixes anymore because they don't like to make it sound like the game was originally broken. Trust me, if they're calling it a performance update, their game was originally broken. Don't think you put in 2 and 2 and getting 5 out of it. Yeah, very much the case. Here's the RVP. Yeah, I'd like to consider buying it because I've played so much of this game. It's like, I don't know, I would like to see what the new one. See, I'm intrigued now. I'm intrigued by what it has to offer. Flight Sim 2024. I played this game for the last 3 years, so I don't know. Should I get it? Should I not? I think maybe I should stick on this for a little longer and then go for it. Oh yeah, because I have played quite a lot of this game in terms of commercial flights and stuff like that. But in terms of streams, nothing would really change. Just some of the aircrafts might be a little bit different, and some of the systems and the UI. So yeah. Alright, let's get the takeoff lights on. So we're going like 45 knots, and now we're like going 26 because there's a guy in front of us. It's a nice livery, this, isn't it? KLM A3, sorry, A320, not A321. I keep calling it the A321 because it's what they have, isn't it? Oh yeah. Manchester to Amsterdam. Looks pretty good. Right, we'll get that timer ready. Stick that in the chat. Hello, how are you? Calvin, hello mate. It's like I clicked the thing on my stream deck and Calvin's message came up then. Yeah, 2 messages came in at once. The automated one and Calvin's. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just doing a bit of a late night flight sim. Hope nobody minds. It's like just gone past 10:30. Yeah, I've been to a Chinese tonight. So we were going to go last night, but we didn't end up going last night because we went the romper in the afternoon. Yeah, our airport din-dins. So after I stream at the airport on the Saturday, we go for romper, and everybody knows this. Everybody knows. Bit of a weird thing there. Right, I'm just gonna wait for this guy. Apparently it's a Ryanair. It's a Ryanair A330. Stick the brakes on. Wait for him to go out. Yeah, did you see that Egypt Air yesterday? Oh my god, jackknifed the taxi to T2. Honestly, he was going to taxi to T1, and because they're T2 now, I think they've always been T2 actually. Yeah, saying that, they've always been T2, haven't they? Egypt Air. Yeah, they have. But anyway, the A1 Alpha 1 taxiway, just outside, you know, near the RVP. He was going to go as if he was going to go to whatever T3, and he slammed on the brakes, turned the nose wheel almost like 90 degrees to go left down to T2. Oh my god! But honestly, he like really slammed on the brakes, and you could see the smoke coming from the right tyre. Honestly, the equivalent of like jackknifing it. Seriously, honestly, he really did slam on the brakes. Probably the most extreme manoeuvre I've ever seen in terms of an aircraft braking harshly. And then the Indigo couldn't retract the gear. Yeah, bloody hell. And the wheel wells were down as well. The wheel doors were down, so it wasn't a thing of like, oh, they couldn't go up. But yeah, man. Not great. Oh no, sorry, it was a thing where they couldn't go up. They wouldn't go up. I think they did end up going up because it continued to something like 20,000 feet. So they must have got it up somehow, but I don't know, let some cool air. Cool air, the wheel well, I don't know. Not too sure what happened there. Bit of a strange one. Here we go. Right, line up. Right, stick the brakes on. Right, okay, KLM, all ready for takeoff. Yeah. I'm just going to switch the thingy into medium. No. Right, I'm going to have to go back. Discard. Start buggering stuff up already. No! I don't want to do that. Right, medium. Are we all ready to go? So you can't put anything on the right hand side of my screen anyway with OBS in terms of, you know, this and that and blah blah blah, because the VFR map's up there. KLM, line up and wait. Call sign, line up and wait. That's my call sign, line up and wait. Acknowledge takeoff clearance. Right, okay. I think we're all ready to go now, boys. Are we ready? I'm ready. I'm certainly ready. I'm just going to do a quick test of a timer. Yeah, it's working. Right, I'm going to go. Here we go. Oh, listen to that. There we go. I always stick the elevators down. I think it's something to do with the landing lights. If you hit the landing lights, it can spring the aircraft up or something like that. So that's why we always stick the elevators down when they're taking off. I think. Jamie told me that, so I don't know how accurate it is. Right, V1 rotate. Oh wow, look at that. The rocket launch. Oh yeah. Let's give a bit of a wing wave to Manchester. There we go, boys. We're up. We'll get the in-air timer on now. Nearly forgot. Whew! Look at that! For a climb rate. No messing about. Oh, absolutely none. Alright, flaps are up. Damn, that was hard. Oh my god. Bloody hell. I think I left my eyebrows back home. Oh. Jeez, that was quite aggressive, wasn't it? Whew. I mean, how long? 25 minutes. That's normal. We normally get in the air after 25 minutes of faffing about on the ground. Yeah, absolutely. It's normal that. Right, wing lights on. These can go off. They can stay on. Right, that can go off. Okay, we're all good. Yeah. I've never known a takeoff like that before. Jeez, that was quite speedy. Just wait until the Bluebird 757's in the game, and I'll really be bloody ragging it, won't I? I'll be really going for it, seeing what I can get away with. I don't know, I don't think I've actually really been on a really steep 757 take. You would have thought I have. I actually calculated the other day how many 757s I've been on. I've been on 23. 23, majority of them Jet 2. Second, Iceland Aero Condor, and then third place, Thomas Cook or so. So, I've been on a lot of Jet 2 75s. But if you think about it, just over 4 years ago, I hadn't been on one Jet 275, so that's how much I've flown. So, yeah, it's quite a lot. But I think the steepest 757 takeoff I've been on, maybe the Condor one, 757-300, the candy cane one, that was quite steep. I'm trying to think. One of the ones from Lanzarote, yeah, they were quite steep, but I don't mean like a full-on toga or EPR, whatever they call it. They don't call it toga on a 757, they call it EPR, something. I don't really know, I'm not too technical on it, I just make stupid videos on it. Right, okay, that can get pushed out now, there we go. That can stay on actually. Right, seatbelt signs off. And keep climbing. Sorry, I haven't done much for a flight sim, so I'm a little bit rusty. Right, there we go. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's what my granddad used to say. If you don't use it, you lose it. Like driving. If you don't use your car, you lose the ability to drive. It's in some ways, yeah, but I think when it comes to like an actual skill, like learning to ride a bike or learning to swim, that's the thing. You never forget to learn to swim. You never forget to you never forget to ride a bike. It's like one of those things. Could be like 50 years apart, and you still remember how to swim, or still remember how to ride a bike. I can't remember the last time I rode a bike. Honestly, I actually can't remember. Maybe like Centre Parks in 2018. That's like nearly 8 years ago. I know, that long. That's how long it's been since I've ridden a bike. Crazy. So yeah, do you like the new in-air timer? It's nothing new, it's just just got a stupid text below it, that's all. And it's shrunk a little bit, so it's even harder to read. Improvements. Yeah, I had nice Chinese tonight. I had chicken noodle soup and chicken egg fried rice. Very good. I couldn't eat all of it because they get some of these restaurants that are like, they have like no concept of like wastage. Honestly, they just give you everything. They give you prawn crackers. Here's a load of prawn crackers. I mean, they don't give you like 3 or 4 like a chain would, like Maggie food. They give you almost like a bucket of prawn crackers, and it's just like, bloody hell, these could last until next week. Honestly, so many prawn crackers. And all the sauces are already there for you. You know, it's none of this rubbish where we go, oh, do you need any sauces? Oh, you just need to go down there for. And I hate that in the UK where we do that. You know, they're all there on the table. You know, I mean, they must be losing money left, right, and centre, but it's one of those places where I think, I mean, a lot of restaurants do this now in the UK. Service charges. Oh, so it looks like we're looking after the staff. Yeah, take it with a pinch of salt, quite literally. Because, you know, unless the staff own the restaurants, which in the Chinese where we go, the Oriental Delight in Bebington, the waiters, all the waiters in there own the place. You know what I mean? So there's no need for a service charge, if you know what I'm saying. Because they don't need looking after. They already own the place. So everyone who is a waiter in there owns the restaurant. You know what I mean? They have a stake in the restaurant, so there's no need for a service charge, which I think is actually better. You know, just to employ everyone and say, yeah, you're part of, you know, the you're basically a landlord here. You don't, you know, you're not like a temporary worker who we're going to kick out the door. You know, you're part of us. You know, so there's no need to really look after them because they're probably quite well off being part of, you know, the actual company, running the company, which I think is a better way of doing it instead of all this, you know, cheap labour. Oh, we know it's like whatever, below minimum wage, and we employ everyone who's 16 deliberately. If you're good looking, you're slim, blah blah blah, you're relatively good at maths, yeah, we'll treat you like shit and we'll employ you. I mean, that's how most chains do it anyway. But you know, some of them go, oh, service charge to make it look like we're looking after the staff. Yeah, very under the nose that. But yeah, it's brilliant. It was brilliant. Just loads of food, too much food. Honestly, they give you too much food, and at the end they give you fortune cookies and I think complimentary spring rolls, which we never asked for, on top of the complimentary prawn crackers, and then they give you mints at the end and Chinese sweets. And I think sometimes if you go on Chinese New Year or New Year's Eve or whatever in the UK, they actually give you a calendar, a Chinese calendar. I mean, talk about passionate and going over the top, but they're the sort of places you want to go to. You know what I mean? Hello everyone, and Gyro Rodriguez. Is that how you say? Rodriguez, that's it. I just call him Gyro. Gyro Rodri, I'll call him. That's better. Better not call him Gyro for Roger. I think that'd be slightly wrong, wouldn't it? Slightly wrong terms there. Oh god. Anyway, yeah, so it was brilliant. Oh, time 7:47 right now. Oh, it's gone. But anyway, it was just a brilliant night out. We go there sometimes. We went there last Saturday with my Uncle Dave, but because I've just been employed by the school, we've had a little... it's been a nice weekend. Yesterday was brilliant at the RVP. It was a very good day. It was... who was it? Martin? I think Jamie was going to go, but he didn't because of some problems with transport. Josh came. Me and Dad. Yeah, there you go. 4 people. It's good. It's pretty good. And we all talked about life. It's a good stream. Some interesting little stuff going on, I would say. Some little bits I want to make into videos and shorts that happened in yesterday's stream. And the week before as well. Oh yeah. Some windy action recently. Did I stick that on the stream before? I can't remember. Sorry if I've just put it on twice. Why has the timer got a sound? That's not normal because it wouldn't normally have a sound. Right, okay. I just want to put it into climb. It's gone into her, which we don't need or want. No, don't drop speed. Okay, just increase it to 340. 338, that'll do. Anyway, yeah, I hope everyone's having a nice evening. Nice evening. Yeah, it's going well. Just chilling. Yeah, anyway, I'm now a teaching assistant. Not a qualified teaching assistant, but because I'm doing the course alongside it, level 2 course, so you can virtually, and you know, in terms of like employment stats and statistics and all of that, there's like different level 1 TAs. There's like the qualification in it, and then there's if you're doing a level 2 one, but if you haven't actually got a qualification in level 1, they can virtually, you know, or practically employ you as a level 1 if you're doing level 2. But if you're not doing any teaching assistant qualification, they can't employ you as a level 1. But if you're doing level 2, they can, even if you haven't got your level 2 qualification yet. I know it makes no sense. It's ridiculous. It's like pre-qualification employment, if you know what I mean. You know, if they say, oh, we employ you based on, you know, your grades and your qualifications, blah 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 blah, of you know, of time of employment. So none of this work towards it whilst I'm employed nonsense. You know what I mean? They've kind of gone, well, if you're doing a level 2 TA course, we can employ you as a level 1, and it's really confusing. I actually had to look it up to see if they weren't having me on, but apparently it can actually happen. So that's what they've done, and they've done to other people as well, doing level 2. But once I'm a level 2 TA, or got the qualifications to be a level 2, because I'm doing level 2 now, so that's how they can employ me as level 1, because what I'm working towards at the moment is above level 1. So they go, well, he can clearly do that because he's working towards level 2. You know what I mean? So they're thinking, like, theoretically, if I'd gotten a level 1, I'd be quite capable of doing level 2. But because I'm doing level 2, vice versa, I can do level 1. So they're just going to employ me as level. And I think there's a little bit of, oh, we know you know you've been here for 6 months, all that, you know, you're part of it. There's a bit of that going on, but you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. But yeah, it's going well. I mean, I'm not going to say the day I start, but you know, officially as employed and as part of a school. But should have seen it. I was told to keep it quiet on Thursday because I got offered it in the interview, and that was quite stressful. Me in an interview. I know. Can you imagine that in front of a load of like really senior people in the school, and there's me, TTE, open on 23/757s. Yeah, it's like on Thursday, and then by Friday there's a big staff thing, and Sam's employed, and all these people in assembly. Oh, congratulations! You're part of the team. So I was like, oh, thank God it is actually genuine, because you know I'm like with the Mr. Conspiracy Theorist. But yeah, it's brilliant news. Just don't fuck it up, Sam. That's what everyone said. I can't afford to, and if I want to, I might as well consult myself. You know, and really speak to myself about it. I can't, because what I used to do in the past, I used to go, well, not that I have a history of doing this sort of thing, but I'm more talking about college. When I was at college, I walked out the door. I knew my last day at college was my last day at college. You know what I mean? It wasn't a thing where we went, oh, you're not completing work, so therefore you're excluded. That's never happened. But I was doing a travel and tourism course 2 years ago, and I literally just walked because it was going so badly. But I wasn't employed. I was a student, so it's different altogether. You know, I suppose I'm comparing the student side of it to, like, you know, being an employee side of it. But I think with college it's, you know, a lot more, you know, informal and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I was doing a travel and tourism course 2 years ago. I was enjoying it at the time. I was really enjoying it. It was really good. But unfortunately, some of the kids on the course were just, they were so badly behaved. They actually made some of the staff quit their jobs, honestly, and just leave. I mean, damn. Talk about, you know, not being able to keep your shit together. But yeah, they were pretty hard bunch. And I was actually made student rep as well, so it wasn't a thing where it was like, oh, I knew from day one this wasn't bad. You know, by November 2023, I was like fully committed to it and quite proud. I was like student rep. I was like, well, this whole classroom of boys and girls who were learning to do, you know, all this, I can have ultimate control. You know, if they say, oh, a room needs painting, or let's say a part of a classroom needs tidying up, let's say near the windows we need whatever, new curtains or whatever, or a new blinds. If we don't have curtains in classrooms, it's a fire hazard. You know, a new blind or something, or maybe, I don't know, the one of the whiteboards needs cleaning a little bit more, or maybe one of the doors in the room, I don't know, the latch on it is a little bit loose, or, you know, the door handle's a little bit, you know, little things like that, like a little bit like site maintenance kind of stuff. Yeah, I could actually go to the I don't want to say the governors of the college, but I could pretty much write in a report and, you know, to say, oh, my class such and such, travel and tourism, band B or band A, or group A, group B, we are in this classroom and we experience whatever poor educational I'm trying to think of a word now. I wouldn't say poor educational working environments, but poor environments for education, you know, due to this, you know, unpainted wall or whatever, hasn't had another coat of paint on it, and whatever, the paint's starting to chip on it, or desk needs replacing, or 3 broken chairs in the corner of a room, which obviously equivalates to, you know, 2 students not being able to sit down, and then we've got to get, you know, chairs from other rooms, which is obviously a disruption to the, you know, the lesson, or whatever, the left speaker on the wall is not working properly, so we only have, you know, we haven't got stereo, we've got mono from the right, you know what I mean? You know, stuff like that. So that's what you could do as a student rep, and I did a little bit of that. But just, I think with travel and tourism, unfortunately the campus I was in and the college I was in, they didn't really believe in, well, listening to people for a start, and secondly, just poor education, I would say. I mean, it was there, the curriculum was there and the organisation was there, but in terms of like discipline, some of the kids would just completely almost like run the lesson, you know what I mean? They would, you know, they ran the majority of what was going on in the lesson, not the teacher, which is totally backwards, you know what I mean? The kids just used to do what they liked, you know. Oh, I just need to go downstairs for another Starbucks, because he decided to have a Starbucks thing, you know, near the student entry of a college, inside the college reception area, or the, whatever you call it, the main lounge, whatever you want to call it. You know, like a cafeteria. Huge Starbucks there. I need to go and get me Costa, me 5th Costa of the day. You know what kids are like. Evening, Sam, mate. Well done. Well done on being part of the team. Honestly, mate, proud of you. Yeah, cheers, Simon. A lot of people are. A lot of people have been like, oh yeah, you definitely deserve it and stuff like that. And there's me sat here on a Thursday evening, you know, scratching my head thinking, how have I gotten this? You know what I mean? Because whatever they call it. Is it called imposter syndrome? No, not imposter syndrome. Yeah, that's it, imposter syndrome, where you think they've made a mistake. How can it be me? I've definitely got that, because I always think I'm not good enough. Always. So there's me on Thursday evening racking my brains. But no, back to college. Yeah, I left because the course was just falling to bits, you know what I mean? The fundamentals of it. The kids were just dropping out, leaving. The staff were also leaving, so I just thought, well, I'm gonna go back to my my primary school that I've been doing voluntary caretaking and site management in, and that's what I did for the rest of 2024. You know what I mean? And just continue, because I did the travel and tourism stuff at college for about, I'd say, 4 months, from September 2023 till December or January 2024, and then I just knocked it on the head. I went, yeah, I'm leaving. I knew the last day as well. I just thought, right, if this doesn't improve today, because I knew that one of the days I went in, the student council had read my report of, you know, the classroom and the environment and stuff like that, and the learning environment, and, you know, feedback on the teaching techniques and all this, and, you know, what you're meant to do when you're a student representative. And we hadn't listened to it, but none of it had changed. And I knew that whatever what was it? Was it the 3rd week in December, the 2nd week in December, or something like that? I knew that the student council would have read my report that I'd done 3 weeks prior, you know, in the middle of November, and none of it had changed. So that's why I left. I was pissed off, because I knew none of them had listened, because I didn't see any change. You know, on the new week, or the 2nd week in December, I knew the student council would have read my, you know, my feedback, and I was just like, because I got told it was always the 2nd week in the month you may notice changes, so don't be so quick to jump on it, or to, you know, feel like you're being ignored, because we'd never ignore our student representatives. Or, you know, we always take pride in our, you know, it means a lot for for us as teachers to have student representatives, and yeah, I was just listening to it. At the time, I couldn't really read bullshit in 2023. I was only, 21? You know, I'm a little bit different now. Oh yeah. I've got a qualification reading bullshit now. Oh yeah. But mainly because I spout it out myself. Yeah, been there, mate. Imposter syndrome is a nightmare. Yeah, thinking this, that and the other, and thinking they're actually saying something and they're not. Or putting 2 and 2 together and getting 5. Oh yeah. Absolutely. It's horrible. But, you know, just like going around them. I mean, most of the time I spend half my evenings trying to decode what someone in the school has said to me. I mean, a student, not a teacher. You know, some kids come up to me. I mean, it's a high school, isn't it? So what they say is not like, you got to take it with a pinch of salt. But I'm like, well, if they said that and they said that, and then they're asking me for this, that, and the other. Let's say they're asking me for money near lunch. They didn't say for lunch, but let's just say, I'm using an example. Let's say Billy Bob, you know, wanted £2 and asking me for £2. And let's say, I don't know, he didn't have his equipment at the start of the day and his tie seemed a bit dirty. You know, immediately I'm going, what's going on at home? You know what I mean? So I can spend the whole evening trying to think, shit, what's going on in this young person's life? Which is not really my work. Because I'm not a designated safeguarding lead. I'm not. But because I'm so committed to it, I spend 2 hours sometimes in the evening thinking, what's the best way to approach this? You know what I mean? So it's quite important. But again, it's not my work. I shouldn't really be doing that. But still, it concerns me enough to, you know, have a concern on it. And the next day I may raise a concern. And it might get solved, it might not. Depending on what's happened the next day. Oh, he comes in with a fresh new tie and he's got all his pencils and he's got his dinner money. So I'm like, oh, it was just a rough day for him. Phew, it's not actually something serious, you know what I mean? Evening, chaps. Richard Dowd's here. I mean, yeah, talking a bit out. I mean, that's quite an extreme example. That hasn't actually happened, but something like it has. And I was a bit worried about a certain person in the school thinking, oh, God, Jesus. Right. I think that's my ultimate goal, though, because I had a rough start to year 7 myself. So when I see a year 7 in the school I work in having a rough day, I know exactly what that's like, and I try and, you know, do my best to try and solve that. Because when I was in year 7, I'm going to be totally honest, I didn't get a lot of help, and I really struggled in year 7. We did the best, but, you know, later down the years, they didn't really do much for me. Or towards the end of year 7, they, whatever, just assumed I could deal with certain stuff myself. But I know exactly what it's like to have it. I haven't mentioned it much, but when I started in year 7, I really struggled. Oh yeah, I was very, very scared. Not like really extreme, but I've been there. You know what I mean? So if I ever see someone having a bad day at school, you know, I know exactly what that's like. Because most people will probably go, oh yeah, year 7's just difficult, you know what I mean? But because, you know, 2013 was only about 12 years ago, let's say, that's not that long ago, is it really? It's not really that long ago, so it's still kind of fresh in my mind, just how difficult year 7 was for me. Maybe in 20 years' time I'll go, oh yeah, you know, I've known more difficult stuff, you know, trying to get a house, a divorce, selling my kids on eBay. Don't want anyone anymore. Oh God, Jesus. Bloody hell. Yeah, if you think year 7's hard, that's the least of your problems. Well, when you're looking back, I think, in life, because I think at that age, you know, going from being... I actually said to a kid the other day, yeah, year 7, you're, whatever, a big fish in a small pond when you're in year 6, and then when you're in year 7, you're a small fish in a big pond. You know what I mean? You go from being a big fish in a small pond to a small fish in a big pond, and it's like, it's nerve-wracking because everyone's older than you, everyone's smarter than you, everyone's stronger than you. You know what I mean? The curriculum is more challenging, academically challenging, depending on where you're going. If you're going to a grammar school or not. Yeah, I mean, everything's more difficult. You know, the uniform is more tedious to get on in the morning because it may require a tie or a blazer and all that, and that might not all, you know, be flowing or in sync with whatever, the polo shirt or the trousers, you know what I mean, or the shoes. You know, it's difficult, and the extra equipment you've got to have, you know, maybe folders as well, which you wouldn't normally have in primary school. You know, certain art folders and stuff like that, or planners. You know, all this stuff you've got to remember. You know, it's difficult. I think that's why summer schools are very important, to kind of ease kids into the school building and the school environment, and just have them doing like little activities throughout the summer, just to get used to the school building, so ready for September they already know the way around. So that's why I think, you know, summer school is actually really, really important. I know it's a bit of like an American thing, that like, oh yeah, summer schools, you know, going on trips with the school before, you know, the holiday's over and all that. That's what they do in America, isn't it? Summer school and stuff like that. Or a lot of people think, oh, summer school club, oh yeah, that's for whatever, children who have parents or carers working in, you know, emergency services and stuff like that. Well, not necessarily. I actually think it's a very good thing. It's just like an extra ease into, you know, school life or high school life. Yeah, I think it's very good. Summer school. I wish I did it when I was in year 7. It would have definitely made a difference. You know, just to be in some of the classrooms and certain groups, and to, you know, my classmates, you know, the people. I mean, they're not in uniforms in summer school, but still to know, you know, some of my classmates. Yeah, I think that's a good thing, really. Just an extra transition. I know most people listening to this will probably be like, well, kids are so weak nowadays, bloody hell. They need this, they need that, they need certain transitions, but I don't think so. I think the world's a tougher place, you know. But you don't know what comes from families, particularly nowadays, you know what I mean? A lot of people have a lot less money, and a lot of people might do more reckless things with their money. So you don't know how that, you know, affects certain people. Right, air timer. What are we on? 27 minutes in the air? 27 minutes? Right, okay. I want to speed up a little bit. I just feel we're going a tad too slow. Yeah, sorry if I've bored everybody. Yeah, chicken fried rice tonight. Chicken noodle soup. Yeah, it was good. That's the thing with chicken noodle soup. It comes out and it's like, it's hotter than like Greg's pastry, honestly, or whatever's in Greg's pastry. You know, like a steak bake. It's actually hotter than that. So you're like, oh, I can't eat this for another 10 minutes, and it is literally so hot. The chicken noodle soup. It's ridiculous. It comes out and you're like, yeah, I know this is a starter, but this might as well just be, you know, part of my main. Maybe that's why they bring it out as a starter, because they know how hot it is. So they know in order, you know, for it to cool down, in the time it would have taken for it to cool down, it would virtually be part of your main. You know what I mean? They're outside of it. You know what I mean? Waiting for it to cool down and then bring it back in the restaurant. Put some ice cubes in it and some milk. I was trying to eat it round the side as well, because I was trying to think, oh, it'd be cooler around the sides, won't it, than in the middle. Bloody hell. Yeah, thanks for your kind words, Simon. Oh dear. Yeah, I've had a few congratulations. I haven't told everybody, because I'd like to actually see some people's, you know, physical face expressions and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Well, I got an early break on Thursday as well, after the good news. I got an early break. I was allowed to leave early from a break, so I had like virtually an hour instead of half an hour, which I usually have. And I was like, oh, I'll get in. This is brilliant. Went down to Tesco, got myself a coffee, got myself a sandwich, you know, went to my nan's, told her the good news. She was like, you know, as nans are. Bloody hell, calm down, Nan. Jesus Christ. You know, she was all complimenting me and all that, and then I said the wrong thing, and then she started yelling and screaming at me, you know, threatening me. Threatening to poison the soup for tomorrow. Yeah, bloody hell. Yeah, my crazy Nan. Yeah. Yeah, my Nan's alright. Unfortunately, I probably shouldn't be saying this on YouTube, but she's got, what do you call it? One of the valves, or arteries in her heart is like narrowing, so she has to have pinhole surgery on the heart to widen it, because it's narrowing and narrowing and narrowing, and she's starting to feel a little bit tired recently. But she can still walk and, you know, do line dancing and all that, so it's not too serious. But she's like 87, and it's like, yeah, God, she's done well for her age. She had a hip operation, you know, just before COVID, and then she had to go back in to get it repaired or whatever, or sorted out, because they hadn't done it properly. And yeah, bloody strong, really, you know. It's been under the knife a few times actually, but you know, it's very you know, very stoic. And hearing the news about this, it was very, very difficult for me, because I was like, oh bloody hell. But yeah, it's keyhole surgery apparently, so it's just on the heart. It's just something they intravenously they do something widen the artery or something, or one of the tubes in the heart, and just widen it so it's like a larger, you know, area for the blood to go through and stuff like that, so it doesn't have to work as hard, you know, pumping blood and oxygen around. So yeah, that's a bit of a scare, isn't it, for most people to hear? But it's all sorted, you know. She's gonna have some sort of consultation soon at the local hospital to confirm a date when she can have it done. I would say mid-April she'll probably have the operation, but it's keyhole. It's not like open heart surgery. If it was open heart surgery, I would be on my 10th pint right now. You know what I mean? Absolutely climbing the walls. But yeah, it's not a nice, still not a nice thing. But you know, she's very strong. So yeah, a little bit of bad news, but she's so stoic, it doesn't become bad news, because for her it's just like, I've had a good life and blah 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 blah, and I'll have it done because I wanna see everyone progress. You know what I mean? That's how she is. So can't get upset about that. Not really. And there's me drinking bloody Thatcher's cider, you know, looking like I'm in the Hawaiian Islands, playing flight sim, with all this bright stuff in front of my face. Oh yeah, I'll probably be out before her. Right, I think we should start descending. But yeah, she's oh yeah, and then she lost, you know, what was my granddad in 2020. So yeah, I don't think anything can really knock her down. So I doubt this will. You know, I mean, it is the heart. I mean, you know, it is a form of heart surgery. It's not, you know, major. Like open heart surgery, but it's just like, you know, intravenously or whatever you call it, or it's keyhole, just widening one of the things. But it's still not a nice, you know, thing to have done, I suppose. But if it's not too intrusive, I suppose it's okay. Well, I don't know. It depends. It all depends on anaesthetic. It doesn't really matter what they're doing. I mean, with any surgery, there's always, you know, an apprehension, you know, of risk, isn't there? There's always risks to surgery. But you know, any time you do any sort of surgery, there's always a risk. But you know, I think it's been done by a guy who's like a specialist in it, so you know, it's actually me. It's Cider Man. Yeah, he'll get his cider cap on. He'll get his mask out. You know, his goggles, and he'll be there. Shandy Man. Shandy Man's doing the operation. It's not a bird, it's not a plane. It's Shandy Man. It's not Cider Man anymore, it's Shandy Man, isn't it? Because I don't actually drink cider anymore. I don't drink cider anymore! What am I drinking here? Thatcher's Haze cider. God, if you believe that, you believe anything. Right, we need to slow down. Okay, speed brakes up. Da 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 da. Autopilot's off. I really need to slow down. So have you enjoyed the stream? I have. Only started about an hour ago. It's barely been an hour, this stream. It's been 59 minutes, not too bad. We've flown pretty quickly though. I mean, there's the polar barn down there, I can already see it. Try and land them in the next 3 minutes. What do you think? Bang on. Right, okay. I'll get everything ready for landing. So you've got signs 2, taxiway lights on, turn lights, sorry. Flight directory on yet. Oh yeah, Aer Lingus trip report. Be out soon. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Yeah, I've got a few little videos to upload actually. Yeah, I think the next trip as well. I don't know, I'm looking at a 757 at the moment. I'm in the 757 mood. I think a few people know that. Yeah, it's a certain disease / virus you can get. It's called 757-itis. It's when you fall in love with a 757, maybe annually, so kind of periodically. Sometimes you might not feel it, and every now and again you might just go, I really need to get on the 757. Yeah, 757-itis, it's quite contagious. And I might actually give it to you through a live stream. I might convince you need to fly on it. Or need to experience this. It's actually a thing in 2022, 2023, where I actually made a couple of people fly on the 757 through my videos, and I actually ended up calling it 757-itis. Oh my god. Yeah, funny. Well, I just kept wanting to fly on them in 2022 and 2023, so kept flying on them. I'm glad I did. A lot of people maybe thought, oh, this is a bit of a waste to give them just Tenerife all the time on the 7.5, but hey, at least people have got loads of videos to watch of them now. Now that they're gone, I think I did the right thing. At least I didn't do one video on it and then claimed I lost the footage, you know, and it was a really bang average video. At least I can actually say my trip reports were very, very good of the 757. You know what I mean? I captured them, and I've still got one to upload from a few years ago, in 2022, when I flew from Manchester to Mallorca. You know what I mean? I at least didn't make a drama out of them. I just made good trip reports on them, and that's all people needed. But I've still got one more to upload from about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah. Which I deliberately have kept in archival mode, because I want something to show future generations. So that video won't be uploaded for a long time, because I deliberately recorded and went out to fly on a 757 to record like a future video, or to upload way into the future. You know what I mean? So it's like me now saying, right, I'm going to fly on a Jet 2 737, but I'm not going to upload this video for another 20 years. I'm just going to keep it, and then in 20 years I'm going to upload it on whatever platform comes next after YouTube. Because let's face it, in 20 years, will YouTube still be in business? Will it still be popular? The way it's going at the moment, I doubt so. I think they'll be falling under the same umbrella as Asda. You know what I mean? Poor business model. But, I don't know, it's like, we'll see. We'll see how this does in 20 years' time. So, I deliberately recorded a 757 trip report 3 or 4 years ago to deliberately upload maybe in 10 years' time. You know. So it's kind of fresh. People haven't seen it before, but it's like vaguely familiar. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, this is new. But it's not. So, yeah, I mean, it's completely pointless. It's just an idea. I don't know if it'll do well. But it's out there. Well, sorry, it's ready to be out there. It's just I don't want to upload it yet, because it's only been a year since they've been gone. I might upload them in the next 5 years or next 10 years, if I remember to. Or maybe I could check like a date, like a published date. I don't know. That might actually be my last ever video ever. I just forget I've published a video that far, or scheduled it that far in advance. So I could edit it now, make the trip report now, and just schedule for YouTube to publish it live in 5 years' time. So when I'm no longer doing YouTube anymore, just this random video comes out, and it's like, oh, that was actually his last video. Nah, I'm joking. I think this year I really want to just focus on the basics: live aviation, flight sim, plane videos, trip reports. No other distractions. Now I need to do Sonic the Hedgehog, blah blah blah. I need to do Doom, the new Doom game. How, you know, is over with. Right, we're landing on the Polderbarn, so we can see it there. I've got it in sight. Right, gear down please. Thank you. Right, speed brakes are still up because I want to break my speed. Okay, right, we can turn now. Landing lights all on, all good. Okay, we're landing. Okay, I can see the Polderbarn. No worries, Pedro, we've got all this under control. So I think. Just need to descend a little bit more. Alright, these are... We need to be on 0 for them to come up, yeah. I think that's right. Okay, I can see the Polderbarn. Normally it's a longer final than this. Auto throttle can go off as well. That's just gonna mess everything up. Okay. Fairly stable. Okay, all good, all good. So we've got auto brake on medium. Yeah, med. The Mediterranean Sea. Under the sea. Oh, I love the Mediterranean Sea. Oh. It's the only thing I miss when I'm in the Canaries, the warmth of the Mediterranean Sea, because it's fairly shallow. It's not like the Atlantic where it's really deep. And also, its area, its surface area, is like minute compared to the Atlantic Ocean. Because you've got to remember the Canaries are in the Atlantic. How big is the Atlantic compared to the Mediterranean Sea? Exactly so, because it's a smaller surface area. It's a smaller pond, so to speak. It's fairly warmer, heat up quicker. It hasn't got the same volume and density as the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, but Netherlands does look a bit like the UK. It's just really flat, isn't it? It's got more canals and architectural structures. There's a windmill below us. Yeah, Polderbarn. I need to go back to Amsterdam. Maybe I can go next weekend if the prices are cheap. If the prices are cheap. Yeah. I was going to go. I actually booked it for like first week in January, and it was like that snowstorm, wasn't it? Everything grinded to a halt. So that was good, wasn't it? There we go. Coming down. Knuklukluch wat maatschapij. Ah yes. Hayamada Hoot. It's my Dutch for you. Ah. What did I say there? Royal Dutch Airlines. Good afternoon. Very good. Something like that. Oh dear. Wait for it. Don't pitch the nose down too much, Pedro. Who's Pedro? I keep referring to this guy called Pedro. People are gonna like be calling like child safety, aren't they? Whatever they call it.
100.
Child line. I'm not a child. I'm 23. It's called child line for me.
30.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
20.
Nice and smooth.
Retard. Drive.
Oh, very good landing. Have the speed brakes come up though? They haven't. They never do. They even need to be unarmed, and then when I put them unarmed, they still don't come up. It's ridiculous. I don't know what it is. Right, we're here. Oh, we're just going to turn off here because it's going to save us some time, isn't it? Welcome. There we go. We're here in Amsterdam. Right. I think I should have let it roll a little bit because we would have had the speed and we could have made the second turn off. There we go. Welcome to Amsterdam. That was quite a good landing actually. Airtime needs to go off. 25 minutes, 19 seconds and 23 milliseconds. Very good, Pedro. Alright, we're here. This is the part when everything can go off. There we go. There we go. Wing lights can go off as well. Actually, these need to stay on. These can stay on. There we go. There we go. A well-oiled machine. Oops. A well-oiled machine. Right, pull it out. There we go. What do you think about landing, boys? Got 9 likes, 9 people watching. What the hell's this? I wanted more likes than this. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's a nice livery, isn't it? Yeah, I'll tell you what that Egypt Air did the other day. Oh, sorry, yesterday. So let's say I'm going to go straight on, and I'm actually meant to go left right now. So the next left exit. So he goes like this, and then he just completely jackknifes it like that. So much, even more aggressive than that. So much so that the right landing gear, look, loads of smoke coming from it. Ridiculous. Never seen anything like it. God, it's so far out, isn't it, the Polder Barn? Keep forgetting. Alright, come on, we want to go. Maybe it needs to be black, the air timer, because it is quite bright on that, isn't it? I mean, I deliberately put a stroke around it and thingy, but I'll perfect it for next time anyway. I'm just talking about the air timer thing, the thing up here. And on my stream deck it needs to be clear, because I've got a row. So it's like whatever, 3x5, isn't it? So I've got the back key, start, blah blah blah, stream, airtime, and then gone tech on the first row. And I've got flight sim cam, webcam, flight, this, banner. And then I've got the like and then the screenshot feature. And I've got views watching, so that's the second row. And then on the third row I've got views, live watch time. Sorry, live viewers, the thingy in the chat, automated chat message. Whoa, bloody hell, whoa! You need to correct that, don't they? The main page, start page, and then the end page. So just for like the intro and outro of the stream, little templates, sources, whatever you want to call them, scenes. Basically automated scenes. But I think the air timer needs to be on the second row, just because it's easier to get to when I'm clicking the flight banner. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've got about 15 keys. This 15 key customizational stream deck. It's 3x5. It's got 15 keys. I mean, you can get one with 20 keys on it. You get one with 25 keys, 30 keys. You know, you name it. Well, I don't need all them. It's too many keys. Plus, I can click a key and create a folder, then it opens another 15 key, or sorry, 14 row of keys, because one of them's got to be a back button, hasn't it, to get to the original. You know, thinking of software point of view. That's what you can do with the Stream Deck, though. You can create loads of automated stuff. So it's great if you work in an office. I actually said this many years ago, and I think someone actually bought one. I didn't get any, you know, commission. But, I mean, I should have, because I, you know, advertised the product to somebody who was watching one of my streams. But literally, you can actually, if you work in an office, if you get a Stream Deck, you can actually program a lot of automation stuff into it to make your work, or your workload, if you're working from home, or work in an office, you know, speak to your boss or HR, you know, and see if you can use it in your workplace, because I bet you it will speed up your workflow. And you might actually get given a longer break. Or you probably not. You really get given more fucking stuff to do. And they'll make someone redundant and they'll just get you to do it and have them don't put up your pay. Oh, don't give you a bloody pay rise. So maybe not. But yeah, you know, if you can get a Stream Deck in your workplace and do some automation, and let's say it's like a chain reaction thing, so you need to make a document in Word, you need it to create a, well, let's say Microsoft Excel, you need it to create like a, let's say, a 3x6 grid or 3x10 grid. And then you need it to fill a text or create a text box, fill it in with certain words. You know, that's going to take about 2 minutes to do if you know your stuff, if you're really good at it. But if you can get it to do a chain reaction, if you can program all that in, you know, pre-program it all in, and set it on a timer, so that's because you can't have it do it all at once, because this is how automation works. You can't have it all because it can't. The computer can't literally and physically open Microsoft Excel at the same time as making the 3x6 grid, at the same time as creating the text box, as well as, you know, filling in the text box with all whatever digits and numbers. It can't do that within one split second, so you've got to do it by second, so you've got to give it a cooldown. Each individual chain reaction it does, you've got to give it like its own individual cooldown. You know what I mean? It's like PE, like Tommy, you run over there, and then when Tommy comes back, Josh has to run over there, and then when Josh comes back, Theo has to run over there, and then when Theo comes back, he's got to go over there, hello, such and such. It's like that. That's how automation works. So you could have it so opens Microsoft Excel, and then 10 seconds later, you've got to think of how long it opens, and you know, how old your computer is and how quick it is to open. You know, so there's a bit. You got to be really calculated if you really want it to work well, like a masterpiece and like a well-oiled automated machine. You've got to calculate all your times in and stuff, and know your computer and how long it takes to open certain software, and you know, follow certain commands and stuff like that, or execute certain commands. It's all about timing and the time it takes between executing one command and another. So 10 seconds between opening Excel and then doing the 3x6 grid, right? That's 10 seconds, right? Or maybe 20 seconds. Okay, so it opens Excel in 10 seconds, and then another 10 seconds it does the grid, right? So it gives it time to boot up, and another 5 seconds, let's say, or maybe you want to factor in just in case the computer's going slow that day, 7 seconds. It fills in the text box. Sorry, it makes the text box, and then maybe 5 seconds after that, it fills in the text box. You know what I'm saying? So you're giving each individual command and execution a timer between one another, so it's not all at once. Because if you do it all at once, if you try and do 6 commands or a chain reaction or multi, what do we call it on Elgato? Multi. Oh, what do we call it? Multi-key or something like that. I can't remember what we call it. Multi-purpose key. So basically, the definition of, or the idea of trying to execute 5 commands or 5 whatever you call it, 5 instructions on a computer all at the same time. You can't do that, can it? You've got to give each instruction and each execution / command its own designated time for it to do one thing, and then you've got to tell another thing to do it after so many seconds after it runs that command. You know what I mean? So I have it for some of this, but if you can do that, you might be able to cut 2 minutes out of your workflow. I mean, just all that setting up's going to take you 20 minutes, so maybe it's not worth doing it, because you're only going to use it about maybe twice, and then go, oh fuck this, it's not going to work. So all the time you spent taking it, you know, preparing all that, actually cost you more time than doing it manually. That's the problem with automation, though. That's a lot of people have a problem with, oh, it doesn't work, or it takes so much time to actually get it started for it not to work. So it's actually easier doing it manually and doing it the old way. And there's both 2 sides to the argument, really, but if you do get a Stream Deck, you can actually do stuff like that. And if you're working in, you know, fast-paced environments where there's deadlines to be met and all that, it could save you some time if you do some of the multi-chain action stuff, like domino effect stuff. Yeah, you can save a lot of time. I mean, I do it for this. I actually got one on my Stream Deck, so it opens Messenger or iMessage, right? And 20 seconds after that, puts a message in, and then maybe 5 seconds after that, it sends it to my dad saying, "Can I have a coffee, please?" For when I'm at the airport. So that's just an example I use it for. Oh god. mean, it's revolutionary if you can do it. I mean, if you can pull it off and go, oh yeah, this is all like automation. I pre-programmed. It will get the hairs rising. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's not for everyone. Maybe take a more conservative approach. Maybe just do things manually and see how. Or maybe just do it once and bring it up next time if it, you know, if it goes well or if it doesn't, or see how you can improve it for next time if you do want to go into automation in the workplace. I don't know. That's always the best thing to do. Try it out first. Try a new idea out first, and then, you know, bring it up next time. See what the feedback's like. All right. Okay. There we go. Right, aeroplane is nearly off. Engines are off. Flaps are up. Parking brake is on. Engines are off. That needs to be. That's off. Right, we need to get some of the ground. See what I mean with Amsterdam Airport? Where is the texture pack? Right, that can go off as well. Alright, ground ups. Alright, catering. Why is there a jetway connection just like detached? What the hell's going on? It's like detached from the original jetway connection. It's like someone's chopped off an arm, isn't it? It's like the forearm's here and then like the wrist bit and the arm's there. It's like, what the hell? Right, fuel supply, we're good enough. Power supply, baggage service, jetway connection. Please don't knock off my engine. 1 hour 22. I think we're all good, boys. Power supply, we're good. We're good. Right, we're gonna get jetway connected. We'll turn that off. I think we're all good. Turn that off. Yeah, I would like to consider buying Flight Sim 2024 because I've played so much of this game now. It's like I've looked at some stuff and it is like, oh, maybe, you know, the graphics and some of the turbulent simulations. These look quite good. Right, we're here. Right, airplane off. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll get on a Boeing soon, don't worry. Still need to do that thing for 10,000 subscribers, don't we? Fly Manchester to Dubai on an Emirates 777. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Sorry that I haven't been live recently. I'm just changing some stuff up with the channel. I think everyone knows that. I'm just going through a transitioning period, and I'm just wanting to complete some coursework I'm doing, and I want to simplify some stuff, and I want to end some Let's Plays as well. So, I mean, ultimately you will see less live streams within the week, you know, in terms of gaming, because I can only do so many flight sim streams until it's like boring. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you've done 5 this week. Maybe play another game. That's why I want to get Survival Island back on the roll, but all the stuff with multiple Let's Plays and gaming stuff, like, oh, Skyrim and all this and all that. I don't know, it's one of them where it's like, I think the gaming era on my channel has kind of come to an end, you know, with Let's Plays. Unfortunately, because people don't understand it, and that's not why people tune in. People tune in to see this, not to watch me battering the hell out of, oh, I don't know, Vol Scroldivore, you know, the ancient dragon on the throat of a world within Tamriel of Skyrim. You know what I mean? Or Skyrim within Tamriel, whatever you call it. Elder Scrolls lore. No one wants to listen to that. Oh, I'm going to get the Breaker Blade. That's crafted by 12 iron nuggets and a Daedra heart, all to make the Daedra armor. Level 26 in blacksmithing. Who wants to see that when they're into aviation? No one. Exactly. Oh, I've just completed the 3rd level in Doom. We've got to fight a huge boss with a ball on a chain type thing and some weird shield that blasts skulls out of its face. You know what I mean? No one wants to see that. People want to see aviation stuff. I mean, it's great, but bloody hell, it's a bit far-fetched, isn't it? I've only just realised, haven't I? 12 years later, just realised that. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.